Good evening, family. Hey, tonight I want to talk to you about time wasters or procrastinators in your life. You be the judge. Now, I know it's a play on words when I'm talking about procrastinators and time wasters. I'm not talking about us as being the procrastinators, but in the ultimate, when you look at the thing overall, yes, we become procrastinators because of the person that's the time waster. And I say person, but it could be people. And we know this because we deal with narcissists and people like that of evil intent. So this video again is going to be about time wasters and how they procrastinate. Hey, like I said, you be the judge. We'll get right to that after this. Hey, y'all back. Hope y'all's jamming to that intro, outro, whatever. This is the intro because I put it at the beginning. So yeah. Okay, let's get right into this. It's not gonna be a long video. I don't want to, waste too much of y'all time. No pun intended. But again, we're going to talk about time wasters. First, what is a time waster? How do we calculate or judge somebody as being a time waster? Basically, a time waster is somebody. It could be. And first, let's break down the people that can be time wasters. It could be family members. It could be friends. Definitely people in your workplace. People that's trying to get to know you. People that think they know you. People that want to know you on, a more personal level. So it can be a combination of things that, people that are time wasters. So a time waster is anybody that takes your time and just don't care nothing about it. We see this a lot in the workplace. We see this a lot in relationships. So you've been in a relationship for years and years, and they've been promising you go get married, and guess what? It's 14 years later, and you're still not married. That's my definition of a time waster. Or you've been in a job and promised a promotion for the last 4 years. You've seen other people come in, and they've been able to move up because of family members and things like that. That would be somebody that's a time waster. In the narcissist community, we know a lot of people, when you're in these relationships and, they did abuse, all these different kind of abuses. I don't want to name them all, but you know what I'm talking about. But we also look at those people after 3 or 4 years, or however many years you've been with them. We also look at those people as time wasters. So how many of y'all have been with a time waster in your life? I can raise my hand and definitely say I've been with several time wasters. And it just, like I talked about a video last week on my live, they basically here to waste our time, throw us off course, get us off track, get us off our destiny and our purpose and things like that. So again, they're wasting your time. And this time can be days, it can be weeks, months, years, decades. I think y'all see where I'm going with this. So time wasters don't have no set time, how much time they're going to waste. It could be like I said, as simple as a phone call. And guess what? You've wasted an hour with this person talking about absolutely nothing. This is where your word salad comes into play. I'm going to do a video about word salad, so I'm going to break it down a little bit more. But this is where your word salad comes into play. And it's a confusing conversation. And that's because they are time wasters. They will ask you questions that they know the answer to, only to hear you talk for no reason, because they already know the answer to these questions anyway. So again, it's many different time wasters. They come in many shapes, sizes, colors, and hey, female, male, doesn't matter. Either one could be a time waster. It's not like it's to a particular race or culture or female or male. It's not. Anybody can be a time waster. A child can be a time waster. If they know the answers to things and they just want to do it for attention. I'm talking about when they're older. I'm not talking about 3, 4 years. I'm talking about, like older teenagers, things like that. So you have to realize that people will waste your time only to throw you off course for your destiny. Or you tell somebody, hey, I got an important meeting at 1. You ever notice how they hold you up to the last minute trying to talk to you and you steady trying to walk away? Or they come to your house to come visit and you're like, hey, I got to go to bed at 9. I got an early work day. But at 9:30, they're still sitting there eating up your food and watching TV like they don't have a house of their own. I'm just saying, you got to look at time wasters for what it is. But this, we're going to go down into, time wasters just from the narcissistic statement, going from at it from that way. So when I talk about a narcissist being a time waster, again, they're wasting your time. They're wasting years and decades of your life to just throw you off course from your assigned purpose and your destiny. Don't allow them to continue doing that. Stand up for yourself. Get the time wasters out of your life. Start setting calendars and setting boundaries. When I say setting calendars, put stuff in your calendar so you know things that you need to get done. You know, whatever you need to get done throughout the workday, vision, you know, things that you want to get done, goals, things like that. Start setting your goals and putting it on timelines. That way you can hold yourself accountable. And then you setting boundaries, not only for yourself, but for other people as well. That way when they show up saying, hey, you know what? Can I get an hour of your time? You can look through your calendar and be like, I ain't got it. I got things to do. I mean, email me. Email. Hey, send me a text message. I'll read it whenever I get a chance. I'm just saying. Don't sit there, man. I'm telling y'all, man, they got people be wasting your time. And I've got rid of several people in the last year for sure. Time wasters. Sit there, want to talk about absolutely nothing. But they want to steal your ideas. That's what it comes. That is what it comes down to. Don't let these people steal your ideas. Don't tell them nothing. You tell them only what you want them to know. Don't tell them when you got books coming out. Don't tell them what your book title will be. Don't tell them stuff. And I didn't slipped up and said stuff before, but now I gotta be, you know, I gotta practice what I preach. So I can't continue telling people things that I want to do. I just gotta do it and then let the chips fall where they may. Just saying. Just remember that. Let's get into our first Bible verse. Like I said, it's going to be a quick video. Colossians 3:23-24. Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men. Don't work for men. Don't get it twisted. Knowing that from the Lord you will receive the inheritance as your reward. You are serving the Lord Christ. I mean, I want to go to heaven. I don't want to stay here on this earth or go to hell or any of these things and get, you know, I'm trying to go to heaven. So I'm doing all my work. I don't want to be a time waster. I don't want to be a time waster for the Lord. I know that my purpose right now is telling y'all about narcissist abuse, but also leading people to Christ. It's twofold. So I'm going to continue doing that, continue teaching. I'm not going to let anybody waste my time and throw me off course from my assigned purpose. And you shouldn't let anybody waste your time. Don't get away from the time wasters. Even if it's a parent, a sibling, whatever, you got to go. All right, let's keep moving. What are procrastinators? Sometimes, you know, people procrastinate. Like we'll procrastinate for things that we don't want to do. We put it off. You know, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, and you put it off. Again, go back to your goal setting. Start setting deadlines for yourself. Just easy tips to be able to get out of some of this procrastinating. But on this side, we're talking about the narcs, you know, being procrastinators in your life. So, you know, when they being procrastinators, it's like you need them to do something. Like, propose to you. You know how women, y'all have this deadline where you want to get married in 3 years after meeting a person, or 5 years, whatever the case is. And this person procrastinates. They put it off. Now it's 7, 8 years later and you still not married. You had a child with this person. It was one big scheme by the narcissist to throw you off course because your vision was to get married, have a kid, and then start a business. But guess what? You had a kid, never got married, never started your business. I mean, 1 out of 3, I guess that's not bad, I guess. No, that's bad. That's bad. I'm not saying children are bad. That's not what I'm saying. But you are operating in a spirit of procrastination. That's what this person is doing. They're procrastinating. They're throwing you off your assignment. So if you want to listen to nothing else I say in this video, just remember, get these time wasters out of your life. All right, let's keep moving. Let's go to the next Bible verse. Proverbs 18:9. Whoever is slack in his work is a brother to him who destroys. I'm going to say that one more time. Whoever is slack in his work is a brother to him who destroys. So you can't slack on your own stuff. So if you letting the time waster make you waste time, say that 3 times. But if you letting them do that, you're allowing them to do that, you destroying your own career, you're destroying your own purpose, your own destiny. You are considered, from what this Bible verse said, I'm just breaking it down in layman terms, you are considered a destruction of your own purpose. Think about that for a second. So I guess you can look at it like this. You are actually a time waster as well because you're letting a person in your life waste your time. Therefore, you're wasting time. Just remember, life is not promised tomorrow. So stop wasting time. Start today. Start moving. Get your mind right. Get your whatever you got to get right. Get your stuff right, credit score, you know, money, whatever you need to do. Get your stuff right, get your act together, and move forward accordingly. And stop hanging around time wasters, whoever they may be, whoever the procrastinators may be. If you're a procrastinator, stop procrastinating. Get off your butt, do what you need to do. You're supposed to write this book, write it. You're supposed to start a YouTube channel, do it. You're supposed to start working out, start working out. You want to start going to sleep earlier, start going to sleep earlier. I'm guilty of some of these things too. I'm just saying. I'm saying some things that I need to do. Just saying. So realize that, get the time wasters out of your life, and also get the procrastinators out of your life. Let's keep moving. Like I said, it's not a long video. We moving through it. You know, my videos on Wednesday are really not long. If I upload this on Wednesday, we'll see. Might be changing things up. We'll see. Be on the lookout for procrastinators. Again, these people can be supervisors at work, managers, CEOs. It goes hand in hand. It's at work and it's at home. The husband can be a procrastinator or a time waster. The wife can be one. You have to look at your boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, whatever stage you at. But definitely in the workplace, you're going to run across a lot of procrastinators. Be on the lookout for these people that, you know, have a deadline, but they never do their part because they're waiting on other people to do everything. Now, ain't how we get paid around here. If it's up to me, the project is not going to be done, and all fingers going to be pointed at the person that's not doing. Now, you can call me a snitch or whatever, but if we all paid to do a job, you have to do your part. You have to pull your weight. You have to pull your load. So you're not going to be a time waster or a procrastinator around me. Just saying. So yes, that's why I work for myself. But anyway, so again, get rid of the time wasters. Get rid of the procrastinators. And if you're procrastinating, stop doing that as much as you can. Set goals, set deadlines, set objectives. That way you can get through some of these things. Because it's hard, you know, it's only 24 hours in a day. You can't stay up 24 hours a day. Obviously, you only can stay up so long, get so much done. But if you set deadlines and goals, the things that you want to achieve, start with like 2 or 3 and do those. If you have a time waste in your life, start setting time limits on things. You know, when y'all got a conversation, you know, it's just going to be one of them conversations where it's going to be a waste of time. You know, you got to set the clock. Hey, you got 10 minutes. That way you're not wasting a whole hour with this person. So now you're only giving them 10 instead of 60 minutes, or maybe 20 minutes instead of 60 minutes, or however you want to do it. Maybe give them 5 minutes. You got to say what you got to say. I got to go. I got things to do. So that's a few ways to get rid of time wasters and procrastinators, you know, in your life. You know, if you're at home and meal's supposed to be prepared, somebody's supposed to cook, you've been at work all day. Hey, speed up the process, you know, maybe help them out, season some of the stuff and be like, hey, all you got to do, make it easy for them. All you got to do is this. Now, should we have to do that? No, but I'm just saying, until you get rid of this person or, you know, switch jobs or whatever the case is, you're going to have to do certain things to protect yourself, protect your own sanity and things like that. So let's go into the last Bible verse. So this will be a quick video. Proverbs 24, the sluggard does not plow in the autumn. He will seek at harvest and have nothing. You have to work when you need to, work when you have to, do what you have to do to get the job done, because you can't work in certain seasons because of certain reasons. Yeah, I might have to use that one day. That was good. You can't work in certain seasons because of certain reasons. So if you have a time waster or procrastinating in your life, you're not working in the season you need to work in. God wants you to work right now, but you're putting it off 6 months because you were the time waster, you were the procrastinator. And again, a lot of us, I'm gonna keep saying this, a lot of us want to blame God for the person we with when God didn't put us with that person. You went out and went on a speed date. You went on the internet and found this person. You went on a blind date. You went on a sex date. You went on some kind of date and ended up with this person, and bada bing, bada boom, and here you go, y'all, whatever stage of relationship y'all in. And then we want to blame God for that, and then we want to go to God in prayer and fix this person when, again, God didn't send you that person. You went out and chose. That's like going pick a bouquet of roses for your wife or your girlfriend. You pretty much choose the flowers yourself, but usually they have somebody working in the flower department. You can actually ask for help, but a lot of us don't want to ask for help, especially men with egos, don't want to ask for help. So you'll walk around, the flower shop for like 20 minutes or whatever the case is, instead of just asking. I learned to ask for help. Look, this is what I'm looking for this type of bouquet, this kind of thing. What you got? And they point you in the right direction. I'm like, okay, which one is the best? I'm looking. Boom, they point you. It's the same way with God. You go to God in prayer, you go talk to him, and he can work out a lot of these situations a lot quicker instead of us waiting 6 months or 6 years or 6 decades, which is 60 years. I'm just saying, we wait and time has just passed. And all the things that we were supposed to do, we've been with time wasters that made us become a time waster. And this professional procrastinator has now got us procrastinating as well. And It is one big cycle. It's like my wife always say at North Free Living, we have to break the chains. You have to break the chains on time wasters and procrastinators as well. Again, thank y'all for joining. Like I said, that was this video. It wasn't a long video. You know, I'm kind of in and out for the most part. Time wasters or procrastinators in your life, you be the judge. So start looking at certain people and look how much time you wasted with them. And I promise you'll start looking at situations a lot different, because some of these situations we've been in for years and we're not where we want to be. And we might not ever get where we want to be because we're with a time waster. Get them time wasters out of your life. Get rid of these people. Stop talking to these people. Stop communicating. Just like you go no contact. We talk about that all the time. A great rock. You need to start doing all that with time wasters and procrastinators as well, because they mean you no good. They just want to waste your time and prolong what you need to do. So get rid of the time wasters in your life. Move forward. You know, go to God in prayer. Things like that. You know, this still warfare. That's what it is. Spiritual warfare. So just remember that. Hey, again, if you didn't subscribe to the channel, I would highly recommend. I can't recommend it, but I would appreciate it if you would hit that bell, subscribe to the channel. Also, like the video by hitting the thumbs up, and also share this video if you think it's helpful, or share the channel to other people. That's how we grow and things like that. So thank you for coming out here and spending your time with me. Like I said, subscribe, and don't forget to comment as well when this video is over. The comments is all trigger things as well. So thank you for tuning in for another rendition of Faith-Based Workplace Time Wasters. All right, see you next time.